Let's go! What's going on, guys? Due to an injury, sadly but happily, I'm glad that I will be able to stay home for a bit. Be back at work probably next week when this heals over of a wrist injury. Because job that I work at is hands-on, requires a lot of physical activity. So, it depends. But in the good note, we're here for Game 3. Closing it up in the second half over a pretty, convincing performance against the Boston Celtics. Game 1. Boston Celtics found their groove over the momentum with Al Horford. Marcus Smart crossing up Max Strus. And it looks like the Celtics have found their momentum. Now, in previous series, they were either one-sided like they were back in 2020 or like the 2009 conference, not 2009, the 2010 conference finals or the 2011 conference finals, when Miami upsetted the Boston Celtics. But knowing this is a road game after a blowout performance, I don't know how Miami's going to play, especially with the condition of Jimmy Butler, of Kyle Lowry's going to actually make a difference in the rotation. And I don't know how the Mavericks are going to, handle the Golden State Warriors, because now Golden State leads by 2 games out of the Cinderella Boston Mavs making it to the conference finals since 2011. So I'm having very huge doubts going into the Mavs, but I still have confidence because if we're still able to beat the Celtics, this is obviously not a one-sided series for either teams. I think we have a reasonable amount of depth, and most players play a cohesive role for either team. But Bam will get problems with Al Horford, especially how versatile he still is in his later age and how much he can actually play, still a factor like he did against the Milwaukee Bucks the series prior. So, and Marcus Smart, he still makes a massive defensive difference. His hustle makes a difference, and he can still make plays over to the ball. So if the Celtics can create runs like as they did last game, this could be a problem, and I don't want Miami to have problems. But that could happen. You don't underestimate the Boston Celtics. Marcus Smart dropped about 9 rebounds off 12 assists, going for 24 points with only 1 turnover. Flawless performance with a double-double, playing a major factor into a 25-point lead against the Miami Heat last, I don't know, a few nights ago. I was about to say last night. Like, this is an everyday playoff series. No, this is only Game 3 in the last 4 days. So, just saying, man, this has gotten very surprising. You see PJ Tucker averaging 8.2 per game, 56 from the field, 3-point off of 49% from the field this playoffs. And obviously hustles around with only 5.5 for such an undersized forward and a veteran in the league. Obviously, he has more sneakers than he does points in his career. And Kyle Lowry this playoffs only averaging 6.2, 8 games missed. So even how successful the Miami Heat are making it to the postseason, they did it with a majority without Kyle Lowry. And even with him, I don't think it makes much of a difference how they play, even though I think the way they play is a bit faster with Kyle Lowry, the way they set over the tempo. But the ball movement is nice with Kyle Lowry on the floor. I think that would make a major difference. Because the way we perform, we can average around 8 turnovers the way we play. If Tyler Hero can't get the ball where it needs to be, there's a bit of a collision because Miami will die off the handoff pass from behind the arc. And if that tips around like Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, they will try to poke the ball out. And that gets into 2-point runs, into like 11-4 runs. Like Boston will make you work for the ball. And I'm not saying that for a sexual reason. I swear to God, I'm not. But, yeah. I know Boston fans, it's a majority of white, racist, overrated Boston pieces. Fans are very supportive about the Boston Celtics, and Boston atmosphere will make a major difference unless Miami can capitalize. And I want to get that Max Strus crossover out of my head. I'm sorry, was that Glenn Davis? Did they just show that image of when he got kicked out of the GD Garden. That's messed up, bro. I don't know how you can kick out a maybe they thought it was a player. I mean a fan, an overweight fat ass fan, not a retired NBA player that was on their championship team over 12 years ago. I mean over 14 years ago. Jesus. It was 2008 they won the championship. Now I feel super bad. They beat the Lakers. And then the Lakers won another one, but it was against a less threatening team like the Orlando Magic. Don't get me wrong, I like Jameer Nelson. Who else? I think Matt Barnes spent a season in Boston. I mean, in Orlando. Matt Barnes has been everywhere like a family cookout. Like he's been in every single one since he was like an infant to when he was like 56. I can look it up right now because everybody would know by now, by heart, the Boston Celtics team had Kendrick Perkins, Rajon Rondo. I think Rajon Rondo was 09. Of course, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, until he was smart and joined the Miami Heat later on for his more iconic moments. Even though the Splash Brothers will always break their his damn records, I swear. The game will start in a moment. I don't know why we're having such a delay with these commercials. It's already 8:37. Ray Allen, PJ Brown, Sam Cassell. Oh, wow. Glenn Davis, Kevin Garnett, Eddie House, former 76er, Kendrick Perkins, Paul Pierce, Scott Poland, James Posey is a former first-round pick, Leon Powell, Gabe Pruitt, obviously didn't get a successful career, Brian Scalabrine, White Mamba, and Rajon Rondo. That was like the young part of his career. That time around 08 he was 21 years old. He only played 77 games, averaged around 10 points with about 5.1 assists. He really didn't perform that well until his latter half of his career around Boston when he was a consistent all-star for 4 straight years around 2010 to 2013. So at least he brought up a consistency that he used to be valid until he went back to the Lakers, spent time in Toronto. I didn't even know that. And I've watched the NBA for a long time. I know his stint in Dallas and Sacramento when he was with Cousins for a bit, when he had his best statistical year in about 10 years with New Orleans and his year back with LA. And now he's up in Cleveland after a trade back to LA. This is like his third or fourth stint in LA. And I don't know why is it taking a minute for the game to start, people. But thank you for the one person that joined over to the stream. Appreciate it. I understand the summer's coming up for a lot of people. Some vacations. I'll try to utilize it. Rick Caruso. I'm not related to Alex Caruso. Someone got to stop asking that. And no, I am not going to say the phrase, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I do not look like him. I swear. ESPN. Sports network that's always going to be grandstanding, overrated piece of shit that obviously hasn't been good since the 90s. That are more concerning about political views than actually talking about fucking sports. I'm saying that because I have no respect for ESPN, obviously. But this is the most anticipated conference final I've seen in a long time. That I hope goes to 7 games. I really want some games to remember out of this. And this is the first home game for the Boston Celtics in this entire playoff series so far with the Miami Heat. So they have a chance here to take the lead with the home court advantage they have after 2 games. It's been nearly 10 minutes, and we haven't even started the tip-off. I understand I'm on a stream right now. I'm not on my local TV station. I don't think I can even use a... Well, hold on. Let me tell you something, dude. Your brother isn't my brother. You understand me, brother? Hogan, what did you just say? I'm not racist. I swear I'm not. Booker said the N-word. You guys didn't stop him. We're here in TD Garden by LegalZoom. I do not know what that means. And there's a head coach. We're getting ready to start this massive playoff series, man. Oh, yeah, I think because of my cable account, I can watch it. This is not on TNT. Myron already started with a 3-pointer. I don't know why the game cast is faster than the streaming game that's on right now. But Miami already started opening field goal with 3 points. Also, you're a Celtics fan or a Heat fan, or you're a different team fan? One viewer on the chat. All right. Jaylen Brown with the possession. Overhead. Lob pass from Aaron Baines. Turned over. Kyle Lowry with the possession. Coast. Adebayo passes it back to Kyle Lowry. Stuck in the perimeter with Aaron Baines. Miscalculated handoff, chest pass over to Bam Adebayo, and it goes out of bounds. We're in the first minute of the play, and already a turnover for Miami, even though they start with a 3-point field goal. Kyle Lowry has missed the last remaining 8 games, going 7 of 1. Majority of him missing the games. The Miami Heat were successful step back jumper by Jaylen Brown that's missed. Has more bricks than my old neighborhood. I'm not bringing up a criminal pass, I swear. And there is the coast-to-coast finger roll layup, 5-point lead for Miami. Marcus Smart, top of the key to Aaron Baines. Al Horford stuck with Adebayo. Swing pass. Overhead back from Baines from Jason Tatum. Crosses up. Brown trying to get the contact and the 2. He'll come with the foul shot, 2. But no foul, even though it looks like he obviously got hit. But I'm going to take it. It's 2 points for Boston. Bounce from PJ Tucker. Adebayo trying to swing out. Top of the key. Fakes a handout pass. Strauss fades out. Corner 3-pointer for PJ Tucker. Knocks it down. That's 8-2. What a run currently for Boston. For Miami. And the Heat are trailing in an 8-2 run currently in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. Overhead. Baines. Corner. Horford trying to drive. Baseline for 2. That's 8-4. But the coast-to-coast, the contact, and the foul. And 1 for Jimmy Butler. He'll be on the line. I'm trying to wonder myself, how Butler can still be a game changer, because obviously Minnesota dropped the ball with them. Philly dropped the ball with him for Tobias Harris, and we know how we treated Philly in that 6-game series. I just wonder. Like, I understand Jimmy obviously has a attitude issue. He wants to make himself the leader. He's a well-adjusted leader with good veteranship. Doesn't have to play that brand of basketball that doesn't make him a leader. Obviously, he plays like it's 2000s. The same thing with DeMar DeRozan. Currently under commercial after the foul made. I'm just going to keep it on ESPN for now, if that's the case. It's a paradox. I'm missing where I'm born in the air. The eyes I see. Do you understand? Oh, God. You can see the crackheads on the wall. They're in a prison. I wonder if it will be the Miami Heat versus the Warriors, or if the Mavericks can score an upset. We can have a 2011 Finals rematch. I always wanted to redeem that loss back in 2011 over LeBron's underperformance. And now LeBron's not even in the finals. And he's not on the Heat. He's on the Lakers. And they missed a play-in. If that isn't a scream for help, I don't know what is. Now we heard Phil Jackson. It's rumored that Phil Jackson would be the head coach returning to the Los Angeles Lakers, or Doc Rivers would go there after, consistent postseason failure with the 76ers for the past 2 years. That's kind of depressing to know that's the current atmosphere for the Philadelphia 76ers, because I feel like they deserved, at least a conference finals win, like one finals appearance. And they haven't gotten that. Is this supposed to be advertised at Young? No. Come on, man. I don't see a lot of. This is a crypto commercial. What did that have to do with crypto commercial after just going over like MB? Don't you have your own shoe? How's that branding much? Just a form of currency. Nothing of that sounds cool to earn in crypto, other than saying that you suck at basketball. What? See what awful music they have here. Like, YouTube really has to lighten, like, permission wise, to use copyrighted music, because I'm not trying to have this background just me talking and I don't have cool music. Like, really, I could put some beats from the Lamar album that just came out, some old rock music that I used to listen to back in the 2000s, like anything, even some generic NBA basketball background music. Like, you'll just hear the you knucklehead. Look how many rings I have, Shaq. I mean, Chuck, look at your cholesterol. I have more rings than your cholesterol. Look at your blood sugar levels. They have more rings than you. Chuck, I eat a person every time I speak. Chuck. It's either you have to hear it, and there's nothing wrong with some of the athletic journalists. Like, it's good to hear the input from an athlete. And it's a pull-up jumper immediately off transition. It's already 14-4. What's going on with the Celtics? And every time I stream, the Miami Heat somehow do well. So I should be making this a more consistent thing, to be honest, if it wasn't for my job. Crossing up. Horford stuck with Adebayo. And the fading two-pointer. What a play. 16-4. That's 6 for 6, a clean streak in the first quarter. Can the Celtics, Marcus Smart cruises out with the spin out in the contact. The layup goes in. And he'll get on the line as well over the contact with Max Strus, the guy he crossed up back in game 2. Miami Heat, all 5 starters have scored 6 for 6. That's the entire starting 5 having a field goal. PJ Tucker, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo that scored the last point, caught PJ Tucker off the pump fake, misses, offensive rebound by Al Horford, misses, defensive rebound by Jimmy Butler. Steps it out. Butler, he'll drive out with the underhand. Gets nowhere after Al Horford put his hands up. And here comes Jaylen Brown. He'll get the contact and the foul, but no score. He'll get on the line, though, after trying to drive over Kyle Lowry. Oh, God, I'm going to be hearing fireworks, and it's not even July yet. Just screaming at my annoying neighbors because I should be getting soundproof equipment by now. With the money I earned, and you're telling me that my neighbors are putting up, this is like 86-degree weather, dude. This is a small room. It feels like I'm in an annex, and fucking fireworks going out 2 blocks away, and it's gonna sound like it's a different hood, even though I don't live in stuff like that anymore. What? Six points over the 2 foul shots made by Jaylen Brown. What the fuck? No call off the obvious. He jumped twice. Bam Adebayo jumped twice after attempting to shoot the ball, but I think they counted it as a block. Moving out, Horford. Quick pass over to Jaylen Brown. The corner 3 does not go. 18-6. 12-point lead for the Miami Heat. Moving out the ball. Quick little shimmy with the underhand. And look at the handles by Bam Adebayo. He knows how to move around the paint. That's 20 out of 6 for the Miami Heat. Oh, my God. Moving out the ball. Horford stuck over to the perimeter. Marcus Smart giving off the screen. Stuck with the big man now. The mismatch he needs off the contact. The floater doesn't go in. Could be an offensive foul by the veteran. Looks like he got hit over to the teeth, and you see Bam Adebayo trying to like inhale and exhale so fast. He tried to conduct the pin. You saw an elbow right to the kisser for Bam Bam. Look at that. Right there. Just feeling like the imaginary evidence that Amber Heard has for Johnny Depp. I am sorry. I had to. I know it's the biggest topic right now in the world, bro. People are talking about that than struggling a literal world war with Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, remember that was happening? Like, people were even TikToking the footage of goddamn warfare going on in cities. And now the biggest topic is if we're going to get a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie after this trial's done. Are you kidding me? Maybe Marcus Smart should have kept the goddamn afro up. It's the way, like, you're already with a 14-point lead in the first half of the first quarter. Jesus. Well, he'll get the personal foul, even though he obviously elbowed Bam Adebayo, yet he's going to get one foul shot? That makes zero sense to me. And Bam is confronting his case over with the referee. And obviously Kyle Lowry is well trying to convince the referee over the obvious personal foul that Marcus Smart did after attempting the layup. No contact after he put his hands up and a straight elbow to the jaw. And yet missing the first foul shot was Marcus Smart. And we get our first rotation. And we get an NBA locker code like anybody's playing 2K22 right now with the amount of people without a next-gen console. Seriously, I think that's why a lot of people are not purchasing or, not consistently playing the game. And there is the foul, foul shot made to make this 20-7. Trying to drive out. Williams. Give the contact. And what just happened to Kyle Lowry? Did he just get ejected? Vincent's in the rotation now after losing Kyle Lowry again. Are you kidding me? Boxing up Marcus Smart now. Muscle his way. He'll size out. Caught him off the pump fake. Forcing the contact. Gets the fader. What a contested two-pointer. 22-7 now for the Miami Heat. Trying to size out. Horford stuck with Strauss. Loses the ball as Jimmy Butler off the hustle. What a turnover for the Miami Heat. Now they get the ball back. Vincent, chest pass to Strauss. Stuck with Williams. What a quick bounce pass off the finger roll, and next Strauss puts it up for two. With the backdoor cut, that'll push it 24-7. Near the end, over halfway out of the first quarter, and still Boston Celtics in single digits. And the cut down the layup. Williams thought he got the foul over the bounce pass from Jason Tatum. Cross down. Vincent overhead finds Bam. And a timeout from the Miami Heat. A hot start, no pun intended. I swear, there was no pun intended. Literally, their name is a fire, so don't. Okay, I don't need that. There's probably some shitty puns on some other teams, like the New York Giants. I swear to God. And we're now under commercial break after. Like, do they usually have to sacrifice a timeout and commercial break? Is that how it works? Like, the network has to, it's a well-needed timeout for the Boston Celtics. They are still down by a lot of points, guys. Like, I don't know what's going on. They keep letting Jaylen Brown shoot. They'll push the contact and try to force their way over to drive, and I don't know why they're not trying to utilize Horford to box out. They're just trying to play the perimeter game as they did last series. And it's biting them in the ass with Miami picking up this hot start. This is, damn it. I just now noticed I made that. Oh, gosh. Like, this is, like, I make bad Heat puns, and the Miami Heat are on a roll. So I guess that's the sacrifice I have to make if I want my team to make it. But Celtics need to still get back on this groove if they're trying to win Game 3. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now we're in commercial break. Did this guy use beer to cool himself off like a bottle of water? I know it's light, but it's not diet soda. What? It's second, it's not sparkling water, even though I know people drink hard seltzer. I don't drink alcohol, but I feel like that sounds like a pussy drink, to be honest. I'm just saying. Hope everybody here on the chat is having a good weekend. You can watch the NBA Eastern Conference Final on ESPN. I think they'll also be doing the NBA Finals on this as well. So if you want further disappointment but your favorite team and watch them live, there's ESPN. And that's technically it because of their contract deals with the NBA primetime game contracts they have with NFL. They probably have for an extra decade or something. I don't know. It's either this or I have to live stream Monday Night Raw so I can have people say it's. I already know. I know. Me just watching it isn't going to make it better. And now it looks like we're recapping over the unsuccess that the Celtics have stopping Bam Adebayo. That's already with 6 points into the game, putting up two foul shot jumpers in both Marcus Smart and Al Horford, and then cruising under the rim to go for an up and under layup. Cutting out, Straw, stuck with Derek White. Loses the ball over attempting the layup. Gives it out, Smart, and loses control of the ball, but recovers it. Overhead to Marcus Smart. Jaylen Brown lost control of the ball. Derek White back to Marcus Smart trying to drive into the paint. Gets rejected by Vincent. Look, missed layup by Al Horford. They just can't get it in, just like what my mother said about my father. I'm sorry. Bounce it in. Over contact. Loses control of the ball. Recovered by PJ Tucker. Bounced up to the post. Jimmy Butler's back with the possession. Strauss cuts over to Tucker. Hands out to Butler. He'll drive out. Corner three for Vincent. And it can't follow through. Derek White with the defensive rebound and is recovered by Boston. He's trying to drive by himself. Can't go coast to coast. Slows up the tempo. Smart finds Horford for the three. It's good. 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter. And Boston Celtics finally put up double digits. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get something to eat. Thanks for waiting so patiently. Now 29-13. I'll change up the score in a bit. Celtics with the possession right now. It seems like we got a foul. A hustle play went haywire. Marcus Smart's now on the line. First foul shot made by the defensive player of the year. He went one for two last time. Rolls up, only 14. Sizing up. Back over for the floater, missed by Bam Adebayo. Moving out, Williams. Smart sizes up Tyler Hero. Up the post. Overhead one-handed pass went absolutely nowhere. It's turned over. Dries up his Hero. Vincent stuck from the wing. Three-pointer made by the Heat. 32-14. Bringing up the ball, Jaylen Brown. One cross for the pull-up jumper from the foul line, and that's going to be a 2 for the Celtics. Moving up, Martin finds Hero. Stuck with the big man. Trying to cross up separation for the floater. It's good. Now that's how to capitalize on the big ones. Just like that thought from my high school. I'm sorry. Pull-up jumper again from Brown. Rumbles around the rim. Tips the front of the rim, but that'll go in for 18 now. Still, a gigantic lead from the Miami Heat. And I apologize if anybody can hear this. Drive through, Bam Bam, puts it up for 2. Crosses up, down the screen. Jaylen Brown, he wasn't attempting a screen over Derek White. He'll try to go in between the defenders. Bro, they cannot make layups to save their life or universe right now. And Butler with the ball. Boxes out. Aaron Baines stuck with Bam. He'll try to drive up for that 2-pointer from the glass. Rebounded by Caleb Martin. That goes in for 2 points, but I think there's a foul made over the possession when Bam last made the shot. I don't know if that's still going to count. No, it's 38-18. Now it's a 20-point lead in the first quarter. Wow. Miami are cooking. I said I'm done for now. Ten seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Corner 3. Missed. And the last shot made by the Miami Heat. But I think that was after the buzzer. We push it 39-18. A 21-point lead in the first quarter. Just like how the Celtics left us. What's going on, Bay Area Sports Report, man? This is a sub and a very good one. Also has we got a Niners fan in the building. What's going on, brother? Miami Heat are cooking in the first quarter. We're on a commercial break right now. I don't know what momentum. It's like they're not giving Jason Tatum the ball. Like they're not. That's not their key offensive. Like that's not their key reason. Like I know Marcus Smart played his part, and he played very well and got a double-double around game 2. But Marcus Smart is just drawing over the foul. Bam Adebayo's everywhere on offense for some reason. And even without Kyle Lowry, because I think he got ejected over a foul from Marcus Smart elbowing one of the players. Ridiculous. Gabe Vincent is cooking the Celtics. Yeah, man, no one can stop him from 3 points. I apologize if you hear some sound in the background. That's coming from the PlayStation 4. Because I'm poor. And if you also own one, your mom's a whore. I'm joking. Yeah. J-Max, what's your thoughts on the game, on the series with the Warriors and the Mavs? You think it's going to be one-sided, or there's going to be a chance for the Mavericks to come back? Was there any hint of the Mavericks getting a chance to hit a game 3 with a victory? Or you think this is completely one-sided and this is going to be a 5-game series or 4? And I feel it, whoa, feeling like Sunday morning, because I feel like Sunday morning, and I know Hardaway, Bosch are comparing these Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry to the Miami's greats, like LeBron, Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Tim Hardaway. We have played well so far in this series, but we can't take the Mavs lightly. That's a good one. That's a good comment. Opening with Miami's possession, Caleb Martin just for an opening slam to start the game. That's already 41 after the missed buzzer beater, after the buzzer from the Miami Heat. This is just embarrassing. Pritchard, floater by Horford. It's made. 2 points for the Celtics. Open. Oh, finds Tatum for 3. It's missed. 2 wins away. Yeah, J-Mouse, you're 2 wins away from making it to the finals. Hero sizes up after the Jason Tatum missed field goal. Rolls around the rim. Goes nowhere for Tyler Hero. Oh, gosh, I need tissue. Moves out. Just back. Swing pass. Forcing out the contact. Goes nowhere. Look at 3 black jerseys rolling around Jason Tatum. You got a problem with them being black? No. Kyle Lowry in the sidelines right now. Bullet pass and the foul. Grant Williams Look at what he was trying to do. Already trying to block over the shot, leaning his entire lower body, like his nuts over to his shoulders. And Bam Adebayo did a Ric Flair bump on the floor. Substitution's been made after the foul. Pick and roll. Bam Adebayo cruises over Hero, sizing up. Back over to Max Strauss. No, I think that's Duncan Robinson with the floater. That's in for two. 23-point lead for the Miami Heat. Overhead. Corner to Pritchard. Open to Smart, but he'll drive. Forcing over the two off the glass. Still goes nowhere. What is going on with Marcus Smart? Acting like a dumbass right now. No pun intended. I mean, ironically. Sorry. 3-pointer again off Caleb Martin. 46-20. This is looking embarrassing right now. This is like looking at some man's son play basketball. And he never was gifted any of the skill from his father. But he became a good doctor, though. Under commercial break again. Give me a second, people. To think, even without Kyle Lowry, our rotations are good. Caleb Martin they already opened off the possession in the second quarter with an in-out cut into a fucking bounce pass off the inbound from Adebayo to Caleb Martin for a dunk. And then he comes with a 3-pointer off the wing. Like, you cannot be this bad at trying to perform for your team. I don't get it. I get it. Where was this energy back in game 2? Now they're playing like they're in game 1, letting us run all over them, just forcing whatever happens, and no one can facilitate over the ball. If they had Robert Williams, it would play in their favor because they'd have somebody hustling. Move out the ball, ground out the ball so they can actually get it to somebody that can shoot. Instead of the Miami Heat's defense already being there. It's looking embarrassing out there. It's coming from the opposing fan. This is coming from the opposing team's fan. Yeah, I don't think this is working. Booking.com. National TV schedule. Of course, we got unnecessary WNBA action. Game 4 will be around Monday. I will be streaming there. to see if Miami can push this to near elimination. 46 points in the first half of the game, with already 10 total assists, going 6 and 8 for the entire team from behind the arc. That's already insane enough. And Boston went like a whole 7 minutes in the first quarter without hitting double digits. So, Derek White back to Horford. Gives it off. Tatum miss overshot pass, but the bank shot goes in for Marcus Smart with the foul. Could this be the momentum Boston needs after the 2-pointer scored from Pritchard's outrageous hustle play to get the ball back for Boston? Now he's on the line. That'll push it 23-46. Gabe Vincent with the ball. Stuck, posted up. Adebayo. Hero. Off the screen. Floaters. It's good again. Near 50 ball. 48 now. 23. Oh, I thought this was a recent comment. I'm sorry. I was about to read it out loud. 2 points made with the and one again. Boston fans are still trying to garner some hope. You see Marcus Smart having a bit of trouble communicating over the coach. Hands up, overpowering over the rim. The second chance score by Jason Tatum. Still trying to keep the hopes of the Celtics series alive. Kyle Lowry's back on the floor. 10 minutes with only 2 points, going 1 for 5. Jason Tatum's on the line right now, and he'll score the rumbling rim shot for 26-48, pushing it to a 22-point game for the Celtics. But an overhead pass. Adebayo finds Tucker. Open three-pointer. 51-26. Stop the damn match. Stop it. Stop the damn match. I'm serious. Just like how Jim Ross would say it after Mick Foley couldn't handle anymore. The fadeaway 2-pointer off Marcus Smart from the paint is good. 28-51. Bullet pass tipped out of bounds by Jason Tatum. The target was Tyler Hero. My hero. And it's going to be back as Miami's ball. Sitting out right now is Caleb Martin, Jimmy Butler, and what looks to be Gabe Vincent with Kyle Lowry, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo, and Duncan Robinson with Tyler Hero. And handoff from the moving out shooting drill, and it's bricked by Duncan Robinson. Moving out is Pritchard between the legs. Gives it to Smart, overhead, and the lob to Derek White. But there seems to be a call on the court after the screen. And the shot was missed. I don't know why that was replayed. Walking back in is, of course, Jimmy Butler with Max Strauss. Derek White with the ball. One-hand pass to Pritchard to the corner. 3, it's made by the Celtics, pushing them down 31-51. Butler off the screen from thick-ass Kyle Lowry. Posted up with Pritchard. White man can't defend. Who said that? They can do that. Never mind. Moving 2-pointer missed. Grazes the rim. Picked up by Kyle Lowry. Not expecting the hustle from the defense, from the point guard. Screen. Hero sizes up, stuck with Horford. The guard, trying to give it over to PJ Tucker. Picked up by Butler, and it's good for 2. What? What was that possession? like the Celtics were just pissing down their legs this entire possession. Like one good play by Derek White, rolls off the knee of Derek White, and Butler picks it up for 2 points. That's just depressing in its own right. So sad they need a replay on that collapse defensively. Jimmy Butler just spit in the ball and the foul, and it's good for 2. I mean, good for an extra point off the foul line. 54-31. 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Moving out, Horford finds Pritchard. Driving out is Jaylen Brown with the finger roll over Tyler Hero. He'll put it up for 2 points. Lowry forces the 3 up. Max Strauss stuck with the defender. Off the what the spin move and the fall by PJ Tucker. My leg! And it looks to be Miami's ball. It looks like it was a massive personal foul. And we're buffering as soon as I need to see it. So Tatum was driving out over the ball. Jimmy Butler was coming off. It looks like he tripped off Jimmy Butler's leg. PJ Tucker fell hard. You see the shove off by Jason Tatum over PJ Tucker, and you see the fall right there. It looked to be a flop or something. But that could be a personal foul, and it is for Miami. They'll get the possession. Hero and the fall. God damn, guys. This feels like Trip City. It sounds like a kid's dream. The way everybody's falling off this possession right now. Pritchard tripped over the defender and made Jimmy Butler fall. Inbound back to Miami. Pumps over the corner. Lowry again from 3. Stop trying to just chuck over the 3-pointer, bro. Just pump fake and make sure you find an opening. But the foul. Jaylen Brown gets on the line. Trying to cross out. And you see nearly loosen the ball up over the foul. Contact didn't come off Max Strauss. It came off Tyler Hero. It just looked like he was doing decent defense. $34-54 now. Miami, Lowry, chest passes it to Hero. Jab step, crosses out. The step back, contested 2-pointer. Hits over the backboard, and it's going to be missed. Hero, Jaylen Brown, forcing it out. Finds Pritchard. He'll drive. Corner 3, Tatum. It's missed. Picked up by PJ Tucker. Stuck to Lowry, and he'll dribble it out. Screen, Lowry. He won't go around the paint so we can find a man. Give it up to Max Strauss. Stuck to Hero. Tucker giving out another screen. The shove off. What was that? Oh, the hustle. But I think they'll count it as an out-of-bounds play. Max Strauss looking like LA Knight. I think they call him Paul Dupree now on WWE. I don't know why they keep changing his name when Eli Drake just sounds more profitable. But that's just me, okay? I'm not in creative. Just like the writers, they're not creative. Even though I think I phrased it a bit differently, but you get the point. Tatum moving out the ball now. Corner. Overhead. Turned over by Kyle Lowry. Corner 3 for Hero. The tray. It's missed. Back to Hero from the baseline this time. He'll miss again. God damn it. To Tucker. And the foul. Tucker makes the shot, though, but it doesn't count. What was that? Eric Spoelstra looking in confusion. Hero has not been shooting any shots well, like me on IG trying to get a girlfriend. I'm just saying. That's tough. Jaylen Brown back on the line. Mystics against whatever the hell ripoff Denver Nuggets Golden State Warrior logo is that. $35. Strauss sizing up. Screen by Tucker. Down the baseline. He'll hit the shot. No good. God damn, guys. What are we breaking? He'll try to drive. Hesitates. And there seems to be a call off Boston. Al Horford is not satisfied about the call. And it's probably off the illegal screen. You see him. Oh, you see the aimed hit to the sides over Kyle Lowry. Miami's possession. Jimmy Butler moves it out. 10 turnovers in the first half for Boston. This is not a good look. 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Moving out the pick and pop. 3-pointer off Max Strauss. Rebounded by PJ Tucker. And the trip over Jaylen Brown. PJ Tucker off a hard fall. Every time there has to be some fuckery from the Miami Heat to still gain a possession whenever they miss a jump shot. It is absolutely depressing. Every time. Especially when we started very well in the first quarter. We're still with a definite 19-point lead. Lowry, stuck post with Tatum. Trying to dribble out the ball. Using the thickness off the post fadeaway. Rolls around the rim and it goes in for 2. The contested shot puts it now 58. 56, my fault. Bullet shot. Inside. Caught Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart jumped like his life depended on it. Fly like an eagle. That's 58-35. Fly like an eagle. Miami Heat in 5. 3-pointer made by Horford. No, it's not. It's missed. Just like I am with my father. Lowry gives it to Max Strauss. Posted up is Jaylen Brown with a Bam Adebayo. And he'll muscle his way into the rim. It's good for 2. 60-35. Over the complete ridiculousness that's the foul trouble with wait 10 turnovers by the Celtics before we hit into halftime. This is getting ridiculous now. Jaylen Brown, the screen. Horford, he'll size up. Inside pass. Grant Williams, and it looks like he got hit by Max Strauss. What happened? My leg. Oh, he got hit in the nuts? Did he just got hit in the nuts? They're replaying the obvious They're replaying the last score like that isn't relevant to what happened to Grant Williams. He literally grabbed his groin. So it's obvious that he got personally fouled. But they're counting a timeout after that. What is that come with crackers? Is that supposed to be that soup, that cheese, that onion cheese soup that Boston's known for? That just looks like some molded nut and some mini crackers on it, dude. That does not look edible. It probably busts, but oh, hell no. What movie is this? Oh, it's Michael Jackson documentary. Oh, that's nice. Abducting children. So great that they're making more documentaries for Michael Jackson. The movie Slipknot in theaters. The Black Phone. Majority of phones are black. What's going on, Giants Nation? What's good? Miami are absolutely pimp smacking the Celtics like it's Adrian Peterson bonding with his child. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't called for. I swear that's uncalled for. I'll pull it up if anybody's willing to join. I don't mind. Because I'm in a good mood. The Miami Heat got me in a good mood. We're nearing halftime right now. To the level in the sky. This has gotten bad, man. I understand we were like down like 11 points, and then we came back and won by like 20 something. But this is looking terrible. I think we were near over 20 points in the second quarter. We were over 20 points in the first. What the hell is this series with the Celtics? What's going on? Their rotations are crap. Why isn't Jason Tatum moving the ball majorly, and they're just trying to force over the foul with Jaylen Brown? And they keep matching him down with the bigs. Why are the guards matching up with the bigs? 2 fadeaway jumpers with Horford, and he gave up? That's embarrassing, guys. We're back here in TD Bank Garden, TD Garden. Grant Williams is on the line now. After a literal blow to the groin for the personal foul after commercial break, but instead of giving us a funny foul, they just replayed Bam Adebayo scoring. Like, that's not going to happen all game. Just saying. 37-60. Drive up over to the paint. Defensive rebound off Jaylen Brown, who move up coast to coast. Lob pass. Grant Williams turns it over. Overhead pass. Gabe Vincent causes the pump fake. Off the glass, and Jimmy Butler puts it for 2. 62-37. Are they about to get 30 bomb before we head into halftime? I'm just saying. Are the Celtics going to get 30 bomb before we head into halftime? Overhead. Horford. He'll drive by himself. He'll take it with the up and under. The finger roll goes in for 2 over PJ Tucker. Celtics fans are still with energy, but it's obvious that the Celtics are already looking blown up. Contact comes over PJ Tucker, swatting him in the leg when he makes a layup. That's going to be an extra point made by Al Horford, trying to hype up the crowd that there's still hope. Oh, and it seems like one of the Migos are also here. Probably a Celtics fan, so he was probably born a pussy. Just saying. I'm just saying. But that's just me. DST. Three extra points made. Now pushing it 40-62. 22-point lead still for the Miami Heat. Driving up Gabe Vincent with the finger roll. Moves out. And out the foot race with Tatum. Stuck with Max Strauss. He'll Euro step it. Further two-pointer. Jason Tatum puts it up for two. Off the fast break by himself on what looks to be a one-on-one. 20-point deficit now. Between the legs, Horford swing pass to Butler off the glass and it rolls out. It's going to be missed by Jimmy Butler. Inside, Horford muscles his way over Max Strauss for 2 points. Horford just makes a difference. Oh my God. 44-62, 35 seconds remaining. Butler, he'll drive in. Euro steps it out, trying to attempt a pass, but there's a guy open over the top of the key. And I don't know why Tucker couldn't just shoot that, but, you know, it's just me. I'm not their head coach, okay? Like, I understand you're trying to create a play, but if it was just me finding that there's no one defending me, I'm pulling up with the jumper. I'm just saying. Inbound, Max Strauss. Bounces it. Gabe Vincent steps back off the baseline. Jumper missed. Marcus Smart with the defensive rebound. Given to Jason Tatum. Oh, it's stripped, but it's out of bounds. 16 seconds remaining here at halftime. Look at him. He'll Euro up, and he'll strip out the ball over the attempted shot. That could be a shooting foul for Max Strauss. It's going to be an inbound play over the Max Strauss. "12 seconds. Could the last shot go to Boston?" Marcus Smart stuck with PJ Tucker. Sizing up, he'll drive. No look pass over to the corner. Tatum for three. Makes it. 0.5 seconds remaining. Turned over, but the buzzer already sounds. 47-62 before half. And the Celtics fans still giving up hope. I'm joking. They're with a lot of energy still in the first home game. Fans are looking ecstatic. But the Celtics need to go back to the drawing board if they're trying to get this game back to their control. Currently, it's now 47-62. It's a 17-point lead before we head to halftime. Here in the conference finals, in Game 3. It's like an oven in here, bro. I swear, when you're in a small room like this and it's nearly summertime, I swear you're gonna lose some water weight. I swear. I'll be right back, people. I'm gonna get some water with ice. That's how hot it is. Apologize for that, people. Need some water and take a quick leak. I had to stay live here for nearly 2 entire quarters. That's about an hour. And now our second one's to go with the rest of the second half with Miami for convincing lead. There's other sports news with Bradbury heading to the Eagles. And currently, if you watch the USFL, we also have the Birmingham Stallions against the Michigan Panthers. That should be one-sided because Michigan Panthers have the same record as the worst team in the USFL, the Pittsburgh Maulers. And the Birmingham Stallions have the biggest home advantage because they're the only team actually playing in Alabama. And they're undefeated. Bam Adebayo currently with 16 points, and he only totaled that for the last 2 games with a higher field goal with total more assists in the last 2 games in the series. And look who we got.
What's up, DST?
What's going on, J-Mouse? What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm just... Well, I hope we win Game 3 tomorrow because I don't want us, our fan base, to get hyped up because you saw what happened in the Phoenix series. So I'm not gonna take Dallas lightly. We still have 2 wins to make the final, so we have to really play our best basketball because
you got to play a consistent way of basketball because unlike the Mavs, you guys don't have much bigs unless it's Kevin Looney.
Looney, yeah.
But defense, go ahead.
Listen, I told everybody that the Warriors are good, and I said that they can win the championship, and they can, because they have so many guys that have so much experience. So I think we'll win the series, but I gotta see what happens in Game 3 tomorrow.
I think a lot of people had either the Jazz and the Warriors in the conference finals, or ignorantly they would say the Suns against
the Suns. Yeah, and I just think people doubted us because of our injuries, and we haven't been in the playoffs for 2 straight seasons.
Because Thompson was out for nearly the rest of the remainder of the season.
Steph missed so much games.
He only missed only 20, 22 games in the regular season because of his he got hurt, and he was still playing at an all-star level. So I feel like if you missed about a month of games or 2 months, I don't feel like you wouldn't be losing your form unless it's a shoulder injury. Especially for Steph Curry, if he messed up his shoulder or his fingers, the Warriors are screwed and they won't be given a chance. If it was a leg injury or a knee injury or a back injury, it might play a factor in his athleticism, but Curry doesn't really has an athletic style of basketball that he plays. So if he messes his arms up, Warriors wouldn't be touching the conference finals.
All right.
But they're playing well.
Yeah. I'm going to head out, so.
Okay, J-Mouse. Thank you for coming in, man.
No problem.
Well, that was J-Mouse, fellow Niners fan, a very young Niners fan. Gave us his take over what's going to happen in the conference finals, hoping that his team, the Warriors, will, get a convincing win against the Dallas Mavericks, but not underestimate them. And that sounds like a good way to say it, because the Mavs did beat the first seed in the Western Conference. That's nothing to scoff about, even though it was a 2-game lead. So Game 3 tomorrow night, 9:00, could go Mavericks' way, or the Warriors will take control. Hopefully for Mavs fans, it's a latter. Still under commercial break here in halftime. Warriors, Miami Heat lead by a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to find a custom scoreboard. Hop out. No. Taking a lot of goddamn commercials, man. Apologize if I'm being a bit impatient. I don't know how many Butch Dykes need an iced tea commercial or a Chevrolet commercial, but I get these companies need to make money promoting their products. Companies. And I just dropped my ice pack. That's nice. So minutes before we're back into the second half of this Game 3 in the conference finals. What's up, J Mouse?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for the rest of the game, and then I'm gonna hop on Giants Nation stream tonight.
Oh, that's cool. Giants Nation was just here. Looks like they're advertising the new Thor movie that's going to be coming out later this year. You excited to see it?
By the way, I'm ahead of you, so I couldn't.
You're ahead of me? What?
Yeah.
Halftime to start?
Yeah.
We're at
Yeah.
halftime?
Like in the plays?
It looks like...
Yeah, like in the plays? Like when plays happen? When like the halftime is over? The plays are gonna happen way ahead of you, so.
Okay. Thanks for the head up. Just don't try to spoil anything, man.
Is it okay if I put on the audio on my TV?
No, I'd rather not risk a copyright, man. That's why I mute. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna be harsh on copyright, so that's why I'm just gonna do verbally. Still under commercial break. They're going over the first half stats: 51% from the field, with 7 for 6 shooting from behind the 7 for 16 shooting from behind the arc. 34 points total in the paint. Obviously, all around, Miami has done a lot more.
Sorry. By the way, the game is back on, but I'm way ahead of you, so I won't spoil anything.
Oh yeah, the game is back on too. They're just going on commentary and just updating me.
Yeah. Well, Boston cut the lead to 15. They cut the lead to 15, 9-0 run. So you gotta. Boston's making a rally, so let's see what happens.
My eye. Oh. All right. Seems like we're getting back into play here in the second half. Thanks to J Mouse being here, spoiling majority of what's going on. Celtics are trailing back. It looks to be on the 9-0 run. Last time he told me.
No, it was.
Now Miami.
It was in the first half, not the second half.
Okay, good. Victor Oladipo's moving out the ball. Screen off Max Strus. 3-pointer by Oladipo. Of all people, he'll miss. And Horford tried to fight out for the ball with PJ Tucker, and it seems like a fight went out of bounds. Ref! I just want to put the glass into my forehead because there's still ice on it and it's hot as hell. Wonder how it is for J Mouse because he's in the West Coast.
It's 7 o'clock in the West Coast.
And I'm talking about the weather.
Oh, the weather, it's nice. It's sunny today.
Yeah, it was sunny for me too. It's 86 degrees sunny. Ball popped out of bounds. $77 degrees now, and it's already 10 o'clock. Max Strus from the screen from Bam, forcing the foul shot 2-pointer, goes nowhere, missed. Defensive rebound by Horford. Marcus Smart finds Jaylen Brown. It's all about the brand, you know. I'm more than just a basketball player. He'll score for 2. Missing out the ball, finds Grant Williams. And the 3, missed. Recovered by Tatum, and it seems to be a fall. Oh, Marcus Smart's not looking hot. My leg. And the fans looking distraught after such a great performance last game involving Marcus Smart. Obviously looking down on the floor. Oh my God, that's not looking good for Marcus Smart. He seems to be seriously hurt. J Mouse, did you see the fall already?
What follow? What?
Marcus Smart collapsed over to the ground.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I saw that. He collapsed very hard on the floor. So I think it's an injury timeout. So,
yeah, I need to.
And the lead is down to 13. So 13-point leads for the Heat. I mean, they were up so big, and now Boston's just rallying.
Yeah, we were up. I think our highest lead was 21 points or 22.
And then cut the lead to 13.
Is it Kittlemania? Is that Kittlemania on commercial? Let's go. There's no 49er world heavyweight title. I want to see if there actually is. Oh, look at this. DeAndre Johnson. I know. I think his name is no. Is it DeAndre Johnson for the Stallions?
I guess.
And it's a first down for the Stallions. Doing some. Oh my God, he's doing some Johnny Manziel stuff. And he'll make the first down. And he just hugs his team. And he just hugs the opposing player.
So the Giants got shut out today against the Padres. No offense today. No offense. Didn't score any runs. Oh, we scored one run, actually. Wilmer Flores homer.
That shows like they cared for like one play. That sounds awful. I'm sorry.
See if Smart is all right.
I didn't even know they made a championship belt. Literally, they made the championship belt. Who had the time and energy to make that? I will make a championship belt, the EBT championship. Everybody has an opportunity that's below their income tax.
Okay. You want me to give you an update on Marcus Smart?
Sure, go ahead.
So Marcus Smart, I just saw he's limping to the locker room. Trainers are helping him out.
Well, prayers go out to Marcus Smart if he can make it or come back into the game or future games in the series. Hopefully in the Celtics case, thanks he was a main game changer for them last. Oh my God! Oh, his leg! I just saw the fall close up. My leg! Jesus!
Wait, he hurt his leg. Ooh.
No, the way when he came back after the rebound, he fell on it. Oh God, his ankle. It's like a black Twizzler you bent. Oh. That was so bad, Marcus Smart. Prayers go out to him, bro. Nobody wants him. Even my worst enemy doesn't deserve that. 15-point lead. Floater missed off PJ Tucker. Every time he misses, I burn his sneaker. So he better keep making shots. Tatum misses a three-pointer. Gives it over to Kyle Lowry. That even though he played on a single digits into playoff series, he's been a major reason why, and that's with the three-pointer made by thick-ass Kyle Lowry. I mean that in an encouraging way, J Mouse. He's thick encouragingly.
He was a good pickup by the Heat in free agency.
Obviously.
He was the heart and soul of the Raptors for many years. So.
Heart and soul for the Raptors. He was
more
dependable piece than DeMar DeRozan. That was purely offensive. And we know what he did with Chicago. That was like a hot team for like 3 months. Over the glass, made by Adebayo.
I just saw that. 67-51.
Oh. You're not that ahead of me. That's the same score I have on right now. Oh, breakaway. The turnover by Oladipo. Corner 3, Tucker. You better not miss an open shot. I swear to God. I know where your sneakers live, Tucker.
Yeah, PJ Tucker, he's been solid. He was great.
He's been a solid role piece, but I'm sick of him with the corner threes. He misses out, and then he'll just try to cause the foul so we can get the possession back. I know how Tucker moves. He's a veteran. He's a veteran for a reason. Layup made by Adebayo, coast to coast. He's already near 20 points after he dropped 16 in the first half, and it's already nice to 51. Corner 3, that lagging, that's like bad connect. That's like bad Wi-Fi shot off Al Horford for 3. That's
Well, Celtics are
go
making
ahead.
a push, so Celtics.
Hand out. Lowry for 3, missed. And a collapse again, but the ref isn't going to pay attention to that. Jaylen Brown moving out, corner. Loses possession. It's out of bounds. Ref, it's out of bounds.
Game 4 is on Monday.
I'll be live for that. I have to miss work for a couple of days.
All right. Warriors and Mavericks tomorrow. Let's get it. Let's go.
Of course the Mavericks are tomorrow. What, you want
Warriors
them to push 2 games?
Want to take a commanding 3-0 series lead? They have to play their hearts out tomorrow. They have to play really. Should I call the game, or do you want to call it?
If you're gonna be live, I mean, if you were gonna join, go ahead. If you want to call, if you want to call.
For this live stream, for right now.
Oh no! For your team,
I'll let you call it. I'll let you call your team.
I thought you were gonna call for the. Yeah. Thanks for letting me call my own team on my own stream. Driving up, Butler. No, Adebayo moves out the ball. ESPN's so blurry, man. Can I get better definition with this? No, I can't. Tucker moving up the ball, trying to be like Kyle Lowry. Max Strauss will shoot it. Why would he shoot it like that? Pritchard moves up. Back to Horford. Back to Pritchard. Screens. Stuck to the corner. Williams. Is Robert Williams hurt, or he's just not dressed?
He's not playing. He's hurt.
He's already hurt after doing so well game 1 and 2? And the fall off Grant Williams. My leg. And look at all the majority of white fans in attendance. The Aryan Boston Celtics fan base is obviously a massive support of this huge comeback.
Marcus Smart is, I think, let me see. I'm seeing it right now.
What's the status?
Marcus Smart, I see him. He's coming back in. He is coming back in.
Serious.
He has limped. He has come back in the game. So
it seems like Marcus Smart will be back.
He is back. He ran back to the court.
Damn. And another collapse by PJ Tucker. Jesus Christ. He's like that guy in the YMCA you do not want to play with. See him right there, up in the hallway, just jogging it out. Seems to be warming that back up, seen by the trainers.
Yeah, and he's on the Celtics bench. So.
Walking like he's just jogging like he's Goldberg. I don't know why the guy behind him is jogging for him. But Marcus Smart is back in black.
Well, Wiggins,
support of Celtics fans.
Wiggins twisted his left ankle in Game 2, but he's expected to play in Game 3. So
that's interesting. If I have a ligament that's obviously something that you can't be like, if it's your leg, don't fucking play. Twisted or sprained ankles a cost. That's a major cost.
Yeah.
Coming back in after suffering that fall. And the applaud from the fans. 72-80-58. Marcus Smart going 2 for 6, up 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Al Horford on the floor right now with the foul shot after the shooting foul. 59. Celtics are still trying to close the gap. Tucker Sizing up is Bam Adebayo. That's been one of the highest scorers on the team so far tonight. Strauss back to Bam. He'll hand it out over the screen. Back over to Bam. Outside to Tucker. Did that Negro just air a ball and then it hit Jaylen Brown into the face? What was
Celtics. Just gonna say the Heat are not looking good right now. I'm just gonna say that because
they are not looking good at all. They keep missing shots. They can't move out the ball well, and no one can create their own shots.
You're gonna see.
Jesus,
I'm sorry about Boston. They just hit a 3, so you're gonna see it right now.
I'm about to see it. Yeah, I'm about to see it right now. There it is. 3-pointer off Smart when he just came back. And the fans are going ballistic. The energy from the Boston fans going absolutely crazy off that trade made by Jaylen Brown. We're heading into commercial. Bill Russell 11 championships.
Well, we got we have a Burger King commercial. So
the only person the only person in sports that match the 11 championships of Bill Russell is the 11 failed pullouts of Phillip Rivers. This ice pack, like, dude, it barely works. I'm better off with just a brace than just doing this. If I was living by myself, dude, I wouldn't have called off work. Now, I think I can still make a jump shot, though, even though I shouldn't be making my wrist do that. That's going to hurt.
I don't want anybody to tell me that Steph is not clutch, because yesterday he hit that dagger in front of the whole entire Mavericks franchise. And he said
is more clutch than Steph Curry.
I don't want anyway. Steph Curry is clutch, okay, and all the Curry haters can go say he's not clutch, but he is. They want to bring up 2016. Like want to bring up 2016.
That's not a reason.
It's not a reason.
Who they have a quarterback? Taylor Heineke, Cole Kelly. Do they think Cole Kelly's going to start over Carson Wentz? Or Sam Howell? What round was Cole Kelly, by the way? He's from Louisiana. Tyrod Taylor, Daniel Jones, Davis Webb, Jake Luton, CJ Beathard. Oh, Jesus Christ. Zach Wilson, Mike White, the guy that should be playing right now. Now they've closing the gap to a 12-point lead after we were leading by 21 in the second quarter. Guys, this is not looking good. Miami, you guys have missed a lot of shots. Bam Adebayo isn't doing his job. The last trade made was like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago when Kyle Lowry shot a 3-pointer.
Listen, the Celtics are good. They have a dominant defense, and they have a lot of role players off the bench that are good. They got Daniel Tice at the trade deadline and Derek White. So the Celtics have a lot of good players. Oh, John Jay's backstage.
Yeah, I see him. What's going on, John Jay?
What's going on?
It's boxing. I forgot it was boxing. It's boxing night at John Jay's house.
Oh, that's nice.
We have a featherweight young attraction of prospects, an 18-year-old versus a 22-year-old. It's an international thing, so cannot wait.
Who's fighting? Wait, Mayweather's fighting tonight?
No. It's a Showtime. It's real boxing, like the sanctioned bodies. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now 10-19 for the Panthers against the Stallions. And we're back 72-62. The Celtics have closing the gap for this to now be a near double-digit game. And turnover on the Celtics off a bad pass. Tyler Heroes with the inbound. My hero, everybody's hero, Tyler Hero. Right, John Jay?
Sixth man of the year, Tyler Hero. Sixth man of the year. So.
Yeah, sixth man of the year against defensive player of the year. Kyle Lowry's moving out the ball. He's stuck. Obviously, the screen off the undersized forward, Tucker behind the back. He'll hit the shot. It's good off Kyle Lowry. He's been a Providence scorer, but they got to stop with those handoff passes whenever they try to hit behind the arc because they take it like it's not going to be turned over. And they obviously do get turnovers, and it turns out with the Celtics taking a lot of advantages because there's times where they can go over runs like they did in the second quarter. Mm-hmm. Just they didn't they hit like a 21-3 run before?
Mm-hmm.
Pick and pop. Lowry misses the jumper over the screen from Adebayo. And the cross by Brown over Oladipo. Three-pointer off Al Horford from the corner. I'm telling you, how I understand he's big and he has a high arc for him, but that shot should be blocked. I swear to God. I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. My hero off the screen, the pick and roll, off the glass.
Oh, man, it's going to be a good fight. We have a Mexico versus Dominican Republic. This is going to be a brawl.
And one for Bam Adebayo.
Nice.
That might be a good fight. I might check it out in a bit. John Jay.
If you have Showtime, I have it for free, so I'm lucky. I think it's like $10.
I don't think I have.
Yeah,
$10 a month.
Yeah, it's $10 a month, but I get it.
Shit.
I get it because I use Sling
your plan.
TV. I get Sling TV.
Sling TV.
And I've been using the service since 2015, so they grandfathered me in with Showtime. So I'm not canceling or changing my plan. So I paid $35. I said, screw, I'm not losing Showtime. I'm not losing Showtime because that's
fair enough.
So I'm glad because every little penny right now, I'm like massive brokish. I'm trying to get back, making that money. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sizing up, Jaylen Brown. He'll muscle his way over Tyler Hero for the glass shot. It goes in for two, 67-77. The Boston are not giving up without a fight after they were down by 20 points in the first half.
Nice. Look at that. The 18-year-old with
Hero.
13 fights. Yeah. He's a heavy
fights when you're 18. How long was he fighting?
Also, he's from Mexico, and the rules down there, you could turn pro at any age. But in the U.S., you have to be 18 to fight in America because.
What's what's a too old boxing age for a young guy?
Like Canelo Alvarez was a good example. He was 15 years old fighting men in his 30, and he was knocking them out. Yep.
I don't call it. It's just me or the fights. I've seen only a total of about 6 fights with Canelo, and I don't know where he gets the Canelo the knockout artist from.
When he was younger, when you're young and you're entering you fight a lot of trash opponents to tally up your record. As you get more and more fights, you start battling the tougher prospects. So as Canelo got to his 30 fight, he started to take on more established boxers that were very skillful. That's why the more harder fighters you fight, there's no knockout. So, but
turnover and a personal foul of Grant Williams. Sorry to cut you off there. I'm still doing play-by-play.
Yeah. Anyway, so plus also boxing, people forget, is prize fighting, meaning that you fight for money. You're not fighting for the sport. But because boxing is a sanctioned sport, there's governing bodies which too much politics. That's why, like, I love the art. It's just if you watch, there's too much politics in
Hey,
boxing.
I'll still watch it if it's a good fight and it's a well produced fight between two stars. So boxing does its job, especially big time boxing. So
I know, like right now, this is called a graduation fight. You have a 13 win fighter with 12 knockouts versus a fighter with 16 victories and 12 knockouts. The winner will be ranked by one of the governing bodies for a title shot. So this fight,
that's cool.
like right now, these guys are finally getting paid. Like both fighters are probably making about $20,000 to $30,000. So just for like, even if they lose, so there's no lose for these guys. Yep. Yeah, I've been a boxing fan since I was 12 years old. When I walked into a boxing gym, and I learned, oh crap, if you have any beef with someone, that's why I joke around. You can legally kick somebody's ass without someone calling the cops on you, because it's you sign a waiver, and if you get hurt, you sign the waiver, dumbass. My bad. Oh, I forgot J Mouse is a kid.
No, you're good, John. You're
I
good.
forget he's a
You're
kid.
good.
You're good.
I'm a
Junior.
man, but my mom calls me her little man. But that means that counts.
Anyway,
Loosen out the ball. Jayless and Tatum went down, but it's still in their possession. Tatum from Grant. Corner finds Jaylen Brown. He'll size up for the shot with the shot clock going down. He'll take the contested jumper over Oladipo. 70 to 80.
Yep. Yeah, I heard YTC says after the football game, he's gonna go on Giants Nation stream. So
Oh yeah, what's going on in Giants Nation stream? Pump fake off Tyler Hero, the foul shot jumper. It's good for 2.
well, I think they're doing another fantasy football draft. So
Oh, Madden.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that, because I want to hang out, talk, but I'll hang out until the game's over, and then I'll check everybody out tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 hours of boxing tonight, so I am gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I got like one more day of work to miss, and that's gonna suck. But at least I'm gonna get a refund on something on Amazon. That's gonna be like 3 weeks worth of work. I'm gonna get my money back.
Tomorrow I'm excited because it's game 3. Tomorrow.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm
for the
excited.
Warriors and Mavericks.
Game 3.
Yeah.
Oh, what an idiot! You do never do that. You protect yourselves at all time.
What happened, Whitey? What happened, John James? I'm sorry.
He basically put his gloves down and started touching his head, and the other boxer forgot that they were fighting still. So that's why you protect yourself at all times. Never ever put your gloves down for any reason. Almost got knocked out.
A minute before we head to the further, and yeah, that is a good. I don't know why a lot of people do this. These guys probably were used to the way they fought back in high school. So, plus, you said the guy's like 18. He's obviously not going to let that happen down because, high school kids be reckless because they're going to attempt to try to hit the hardest and think how the guy's going to hit him. And it ends up with them putting their arms down and trying to wait for a good way so they can get a good wind up. And that's all they focus on. So I don't know why he put his gloves down like that. That's
I know that and boxers and boxers, like a lot of people, like boxing is not a sport that any normal person can go in there. You're basically like boxing like finds you, and it basically makes you a fighter, because any idiot can punch a person, but in boxing there's an art to kicking somebody's butt, because that's what you're actually doing. So again, he's
There's
young.
There's an art to kicking somebody's ass.
I know, like
it's like it's like what Deontay Wilder said.
Oh yeah, Deontay.
I could kill
Deontay Wilder
people.
was like wild when he threw his shots, but he would lose rounds on purpose because he was trying to find and that's why I never considered him like the best fighter. He was a champion for like 7 years, but when he finally fought someone good, he lost. I think, like, technically he lost 3 times, not 2.
What do you think was the problem with Deontay Wilder? Because it feels like he can't handle rounds consistently. Yeah. Even though he was, to be honest, and no disrespect to Tyson Fury, you're a great champion, but let's just say that back fat had in more rounds than he did in the fight.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah. Good.
All right. So the round's over. They're going to the third round.
Okay. It tipped over. Jaylen Brown was the last person to touch the ball. It's going to be turned over on the Miami Heat. Just 26 seconds. I'm sorry, remaining here before we head to the fourth quarter. Off the tip off of Jaylen Brown and Victor Oladipo, and the ball got loose over Hero trying to fight over the ball, and it was coming across half court where Tatum and Caleb Martin, but somehow it's Miami Heat's ball. Victor Oladipo walking out in the substitution. The total of 15 steals off Miami. Are you kidding me? They have caused more turnovers. There were 10 total turnovers off Miami in the first half. So that shows how much the Celtics have made a lot of mistakes. Tyler Hero try to drive. He'll hit the baseline jumper. My Hero with the 2 points, 87-72. Could the Celtics fall short and lose Game 3? Half court heave. Bumps off the glass. And we're heading to the fourth.
Yeah, well, one of YTC friends, he's a Celtics fan, so he's like, my team's gonna win it all.
Look. Have support with your team. But
I do not like the city of Boston at all.
Speaking of why the boxer put his gloves down, the back of his ear is cut, so we have the first cut of the fight. That's why.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're going to see how bad that's going to affect them, because when you have a cut and you're getting punch after punch, that's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So there's got to be more.
What's a more detrimental cut? Like something above the eyes or the nose or the ears? Like what's more detrimental?
The eye. If you get a cut like at your eyebrow, that blood's going to go on your eye. But if you get punched in your nose and you break it, you can still fight. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, boxing, yeah, the best boxers, they know how to fight. Like the most crazy boxers, they just go, erratic, and that's why they get knocked out and they lose, because it's not about how old you are or experience, it's about the technique. That's why when I box, even though I'm a right-hander, I'm a southpaw. I fight left-handed for whatever the reason. I can never fight right-handed. So I can never fight right-handed for whatever the reason. Yeah.
Huh. I wonder how I'd be. Sorry, go ahead.
When I played baseball, like I batted left-handed for whatever the reason. I said I write with my right hand, but I hit lefty, I punch lefty, so I don't know if I'm ambidextrous, but I'm a right-hander.
I don't know. I think I would do well as a southpaw. But I don't know. I always punch first with my right, so I don't. It depends on the way they train me.
Yeah.
I always wanted to try out boxing. It sounded cool, but I haven't done anything that involved like fighting technically since karate. And I kind of quit early, even though I was like a yellow belt, because I don't know. It was either I got bored or I just didn't want to hit anybody. That was truly what I was afraid of, because I think my father had a lot of karate movies he collected back then. I do that to somebody? Yeah. No. I don't want that in my conscience, and I just quit.
Like you can tell if you're a boxer, like basically when you walk into a boxing gym, like anyone can walk into a boxing gym, they can do it for a hobby, and just to get in shape, because boxing actually you lose a lot of weight when you do it, and and you also strengthen your arms, so you build a lot of lean muscle in your arms, so that's why they're very lean. So it's a good workout. It's also good for your heart. But if you're a person who basically you walk into a boxing gym and you spar somebody and you knock somebody out, the trainer's gonna say, all right, let me train you, because that's how you become a boxer. And every boxer that's got into it, if you can knock somebody out, you can try the sport. But it's hard to knock somebody out. It's hard to knock somebody out. Like the worst I came to knocking somebody out, I basically just damaged their upper lip. I cut them, but that was about it. So
I don't know. I would just try to barrage them the most I would do if you don't have enough knockout strength. Like try to get them as much punishment as they can, and usually that would make them stumble.
And here's something. Oh, my bad.
And that was just me, Uh, usually up to me, I thought MMA was cool because
Mm-hmm.
you don't need just one hit because guys could eat a punch. Not
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys can handle a ligament being damaged, cut a blood flow,
Mm-hmm.
or a certain pain in a certain area. Because if you get a guy in the arm with a Kimura lock, you can
Mm-hmm.
dislocate their shoulder up their
Mm-hmm.
elbow, and it's gonna feel like hell. That's
Yeah.
gonna feel like a snake bite. I
Mm-hmm.
swear to God.
Yeah.
2-pointer of Gabe Vincent.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of like wrestling, Triple H and his wife Stephanie fought Ronda Rousey. It's in some dude,
Oh, yeah, Kurt
and
Angle. That was Kurt Angle at
yeah,
WrestleMania.
and Triple H and Stephanie hired a boxing trainer, and the boxing trainer like I think it was like an interview. I don't know if it was on YouTube or on that television channel WWE has, and the boxer was like, it doesn't matter if you're a mixed martial artist or you're an Olympic wrestler. When you have a boxing trainer, to teach you, they're basically, Stephanie and Triple H were saying that they wanted to kick Kirk Angle and Ronda Rousey because boxing, like MMA fighters, cannot be boxers, so they stick to MMA. Boxers
Yeah.
are like in the league of their own. Again, like and this is kind of funny. Like some boxers, like are like for whatever the reason, like they're angry. They don't have a lot of direction. So they're basically forced to fight when they come out of the womb, and that's why I like boxing because boxing has always like helped me. Like with my stress and all my problems.
It
But
just
I'm
feels
not.
like a real fighting spirit. Is that
Yeah,
what you're trying to say?
yeah. But basically, like life is boxing. Like we all get knocked out, but if you can get back up, then you can, and that's what life is. Life is, and that's why a lot of people love boxing. Even it's not what it used to be like in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, but
Yeah.
like boxing at one point was like one of the top sports in the U.S. You know,
Hey, at least it's if something big happens, people will tune in to watch a boxing fight. Don't get it
mm-hmm.
twisted, even though it's not as mainstream as it was for back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Like if they start showing like the big boxing fights on like network television or like those like regular sport like ESPN, Fox Sports,
Pay-per-view.
and eliminate the pay per view, more people would watch boxing. But like I said, not everyone can afford $10 a month on Showtime. HBO, they stopped doing that. Now they got that DAZN, which is like $120 a year for like 30
Pardon
boxing.
me?
Yep.
What? They're losing profit at that. I'm gonna bring a major example. WWE's making record profits. You know how much they're averaging? 2.6 billion a year. And you know what they're doing? They're making their streaming service for all their pay-per-views and TV shows. You know how much? You know how much you just have to buy for just Peacock?
How much?
That's $5 a month, including if you want no ads. That's $10 a month. That's a YouTube Premium. That's a YouTube Red for less of the profit to even watch all the stuff you want. So that's already bargaining much. I swear. If you make stuff more accessible, it's gonna be more profitable for certain stuff.
Yep.
Like if I like more people are going to buy a water bottle that's gonna be $79 than $125 water bottle. Turned over off Kayla Martin. Fast break. Euro up. What the hell? And one.
Anyway, yeah, the featured fight of tonight is David Benavidez versus former middleweight champion David Lemieux.
Oh, that sounds nice. But I think I heard of Benavides before.
Yeah,
Elbows
I
are
didn't know.
right into the
I didn't know
face.
his younger. I didn't. I'm not his. I didn't know his older brother is shorter and weighs less than him.
I guess different diets.
that like
That's a damn shame.
I don't. His brother is like 5'10" and he fights at welterweight. His brother is 6'4", and he like when he doesn't have to cut weight, he's like 180. So we're like two bodies, unless they have like two different moms. But
That could be an explanation the way his older brother looks.
Yeah. Hey, like. Anyway, let's not go there because we have a child in the room.
I mean, it's just genetics. It's not that inappropriate.
Yeah.
Dwayne Dedman, I'm shocked they didn't play him for that much. The fourth quarter, they give him the fourth quarter to play, and he was trying to get the charging. It's going to turn into a personal foul. First foul shot made off Jason Tatum, 89-76.
Here we go. Jeez. This is a good fight for both these guys. They're being very cautious because in the first few rounds they were just like throwing like haymakers and missing. You know, now they're going with their basically just like in any sport. You know, there's a game plan, and if you don't follow your game plan, you're going to lose. So that's about it. Anyway,
I don't know. I would just aim for the head if I'm going for the bigger dude. Mm-hmm. That's just me. If he doesn't have a chin, I go for the big dude. Big dude's head, because that's the most vulnerable spot and with the less amount of fat. So why not?
I know. Like basically, like the best boxers use their jabs, which is basically like you're basically like throwing either your weak hand to set up your power hand. So for me, my weak hand is my right hand, and then my power hand is my left. So what I would do is I would throw like 5 throws, with my weak hand, so he can like block the punches. And if he opens up his face or his body, I would hit the body first, and then throw my weak hand at his face, or hit him with my strong hand with his face, and then go to the body, because that's how you weaken your opponent. And if you land a good shot at an opponent's liver, they're going down. They are going down. Whatever the reason, they go down. Ribs or liver, you go down. Yep. And if you're gonna go on a punch to the face, you hit them like between the eyes and the ear, because then their head turns. When they get smacked and their brain shakes a little bit. That's why they fall on the ground like they go to sleep. So. Yeah. That's why boxers they start young, and then around 30 they retire. Mm-hmm.
And that's always good. You don't want to keep fighting and getting concussions in your 30s and your 40s.
I
mean, I know fighters that still fight in their
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I'm trying to see one of these fights real quick.
Speaking of,
I want to see somebody get a concussion.
Speaking of, because I lost track. How's the basketball game going?
The basketball game is going miserable. The Boston Celtics have just came back from a 20-point deficit. They were cruising by 15, and then they came back by 10. Some field goals were made by the Miami Heat, but now they push it to a 9-point lead. 9-point deficit, and we're at the fourth quarter.
I believe the Heat were up 26 at one point. Yeah, I think the Heat were up 26 at one point.
I'm gonna get a gun. Every time I hear there was a 20-point lead, and now we're under 10. Like, what is going on here?
Anyway, so the Warriors, J-Max, you said the Warriors play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking them as lightly. I'm just gonna see it happen.
I know we're playing in Dallas, so I think Dallas is gonna win one game because of the way we're playing. Because I think at one point yesterday the Warriors were trailing by 20-something points, and we came back, and I think we won by like 10 points or something. I don't know. So we came back when we were in the deficit. The Warriors have shown that during this postseason, there were, I think, like 3 games where we were down and we came back.
Yeah. But I'll see what happens in Game 3. But Dallas is going to be a tough place. At their own home, and the crowd is going to be loud. So.
Yeah. Now I don't know who's going to come out of the East. That's going to be the big question.
Is it going to be the Celtics
Don't
or
want the
the?
racist ass Celtic fans. I swear the Celtics will be like,
You
God,
see, like
this will be like the Big Three dynasty.
if
What
the Celtics
dynasty?
make it, I know all the Laker fans. Hey, Warriors, don't blow it. The Lakers can always find a way to make it about them.
Yeah.
I don't think the Warriors will even account. The Lakers will associate with the Warriors because they'll be like, man, Steph Curry wasn't breathing. The Lakers would have made the playoffs. I swear to God,
Man,
it's all Westbrook's fault.
if Steph Curry can win this championship, then all the Curry haters are going to get mad because, a lot of Curry haters said that he needed KD and this and that. So,
Bam, sizing up over Grant Williams. The fade loses the ball in the shooting foul.
So.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah. But let's see. I mean, we saw in the Phoenix series like how Dallas was able to.
Obviously, a shooting. Ref.
Last
yeah,
week,
that's obviously.
Yeah.
Last week when the Suns lost, oh my goodness, it was supposed to be about roasting the Suns, and it became about Butters being became who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And when Jonath had to get on him, it got real. I told him, "Hey, Michael, stop."
And I gave Butters an awesome kid advice.
Drink a lot, please. Now we're again over commercial break over the Bam Adebayo foul.
Yeah.
Washington Mystics. So this guy made a diss track disrespecting a women's basketball team. Did something happen in your life, bro? Are you that bored that you go Washington Mystics? Really? It has to correlate with the Washington Wizards too.
Anyway, 7 rounds of boxing so far. There you go.
Yeah.
This is what they trained for 3.5 months for 30 minutes of boxing. All the training they have to do, all the stuff they got to cut. When you become a professional boxer, you're basically training, and you're away from your family for about 3.5 months.
Yeah.
And when you're young, like for the first 3 years, you're boxing until you finally start to slow down.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about boxing is like you get in great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lonely sport, it's like the quarterback. It's a lonely place. It's you, your opponent, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just.
I just love when the kicker misses the game-winning kick, and they'll be like, losing it was a team effort. We shouldn't have trailed and stayed down by 10 for the remainder of the fourth quarter. It's a team effort. I know it was a missed field goal, and it was all my responsibility to make that one field goal. You know how deep it is for kickers. Oh, how many yards was the kicker supposed to make? I don't know, 36 yards.
Especially the Chicago Bears against the Eagles. Especially the Chicago Bears against the Eagles in the playoffs. Cody Parkey missed that field goal to win the game.
Anyway.
Yankees against the White Sox. The White Crescent Sox.
Did you guys beat the White Sox?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the Yankees.
I know
White DC will be in a Yankees game.
Yeah, because Butters is like a.
I know, yeah, Butters like I don't know why we call him Michael. Like he's Butters, and it's like that's when I was a bad dude. You're still a weirdo.
Giants lost 2-1 versus the Padres today.
I know.
God damn.
Well,
looks like last year we were a 1-year wonder.
Yeah, but NL West is a tough division.
we're a bad division. Like it's only the Dodgers. The Padres are overrated. The Rockies have always been overrated.
Yeah, the Rockies are not.
Who else is in our division? And
The Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't care that they have a hot start. They're gonna
fall off.
They're gonna find a way to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Anyway. Hey, so J Mouse.
Yeah.
If we win the series, I told Awesome Kid that we're gonna troll him so bad because talking all the reckless stuff during the season.
Oh, we're gonna troll him all day. He is going to get his work.
Tip off for Grant Williams and Victor Oladipo. I don't know why the ref pump faked the tip off.
Boom.
Raptors deserve to get bounced out the first round.
I thought they were going to come back. I thought they were going to come back and win the series.
Yeah, I thought so too. You know, after taking
yeah. I forgot. Didn't they have a Boston the first round? No.
Man.
Yeah, the Sixers.
Pascal Siakam is all NBA, and we have Fred VanVleet, who's so great.
Mini Drake, that's so great. He averages
Drake.
like 25 against the Kings.
He's discount Drake.
Discount Drake.
Hey, J Mouse, have you heard of E40, the rapper?
Yeah.
So when the Warriors played the Raptors in the finals, apparently Drake tried to start, smack. And, Drake's from Canada, and E40's from the Bay Area. I think he's from Vallejo.
Yeah.
Vallejo's a tough place, so you don't mess with a guy from Vallejo. Doesn't matter if you're from Canada, England, Europe, whatever. You don't mess with a dude from Vallejo.
Yeah. Don't ever mess with E40.
No. Moving out the ball. No. Wait, I'm sorry, J Mouse.
He supports our teams, and he supports all our Bay Area teams. Okay.
Yep.
Lowry with the ball. Screen over Bam. Pick and pop by Lowry. He'll miss the goddamn shot. I swear.
I forgot to tell you the good news, J Mouse. Corey Davis is out of the hospital, so he's doing okay.
Corner 3 for Horford.
Congrats on getting out of the hospital,
I know.
Corey Davis. We missed him.
Corey Davis did stub his toe, though, so he's going to be out for another few weeks.
When I heard congestion heart, I was like, oh, crap. That's scary.
That sounds serious.
He's the king
bounce pass. Bam with the slam.
And it's so funny that it's so funny how the Niners community YouTubers didn't even say anything positive. It shows you how the Niners community are,
Man.
I'm going to stop because I don't want to be at their level.
Derek White, bounce pass is over to Jaylen Brown. Size is over. Oladipo, and he strips the ball away from Jaylen Brown. Euro. This ball stripped out. No foul. It's out of bounds. White power. I'm joking.
Anyway, so CG got demonetized, and I've told him to stop using videos that does not belong to you, but he doesn't listen.
Yeah. Don't use videos that don't belong to you.
Like he got a warning strike during the regular season because he uploaded a video that did not belong to him, and he blamed it because it had like 300,000 views. I said, dude, if you get a copyright strike, like a strike, you stole a video. You don't get a copyright strike.
And you don't get that money anyway.
You know. So then, the YouTube gave him a warning. Now he's demonetized, and his channel's under review. And if he doesn't get monetized, he's screwed.
Yeah.
Because I told him to stop using videos that you don't own.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 2-pointer off Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember where YouTubers would have to write the copyright law, the United States copyright law, when they uploaded a video. So YouTube would not, strike their videos. Eventually, YouTube, started to realize that they were using that, basically the fair use clause, which basically you're able to use a video that basically you're not going to profit on. Is you want to show your viewers. YouTube caught up to it, and that's why YouTube has been a dick, because there is a rule where you can use copyright stuff
Mhm.
if you're using it for fair use, meaning that
You
you know
gotta be
what.
careful.
So
It's their own
that's why you
policy.
can't. That's why you can't play like music.
Movies,
You can't play
music,
music. It's an
without
immediate. It's immediate copyright strike. It's a strike.
Yeah, that's why I won't do that's why I'm not gonna do the game audio on, because guess what? They play copyrighted music over commercial break for many commercials. And a chase down block off Jaylen Brown. Recovered Grant Williams. Why is Jason Tatum down? Missed 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Recovered the hustle play. Somehow back to Jaylen Brown over the hustle. But that point can't count, even though Jason Tatum was out on his knee for the last minute. What the hell?
Yeah.
My
Well,
leg.
I want to shout out the Mavs fans, because the Mavs fans have been really,
Racist.
like,
Fuck you, Lil Wayne.
no, like
anyway,
the Mavs fans.
never. Let's not even bring that up.
Young Money, eat my ass, Mark Cuban.
Because the Grizzlies fans were really cocky in the series.
That's pretty much a highlight of their season.
Well, Grizzly fans says because we injured John Morant that's why they lost the series, and then the Nuggets were like the Jokic was hurt, so that's why we won easily.
Jokic was hurt.
Jokic was hurt, so was Jamal Murray.
wow.
The Nuggets, I was shocked that they made the series.
So,
Go to
like
5.
again, like you're seeing the Warrior hate. No, the Warriors are cheating.
Yeah, they're so jealous of us.
If we win, guess what? We're not gonna get no credit by the media. We're not gonna get no credit.
We're not going to get any credit by Jalen Rose and Michael Wilbon and Skip Bayless. All of them are going to just hate us.
Steph Curry isn't clutch. Kevin Durant carried the team.
Yeah. J Mouse, we're going to trade Curry after this season. He's going to go to the Knicks. I'm sorry.
DeMarcus Isaiah Thomas to the Warriors, 10-day contract.
Great joke.
So the Warriors owner, what's his name? Latham?
Yeah, Joe Latham.
Whatever the guy is. After when Draymond Green got hurt, apparently, I don't know what happened, but they said that the Warriors might be in a transition and moving some veteran players. So that is scary when they're talking about it's time to move on. So even though I joke around, we'll see what happens.
Jason Tatum barely getting up, needing 2 assistants right now. Seems to be falling. Probably won't play the rest of the fourth quarter the way he moved after the fall.
But I'm just
trying to pick the ball off. Victor Oladipo fell awkwardly on his knee. You can see him. Oh my god!
To Tatum.
Anyway,
and show Max Strauss getting rejected, just like my DMs from Jaylen Brown from the chase down block.
DMs.
Struce.
I remember when I learned what DMs were. Direct messages.
We get it, John Jay. You're old. We get it. Cool.
Yeah, like now
still uses Facebook.
Now everyone's making fun of me. John Jay was alive when the Big Bang happened. Ha! You guys are funny. Okay. I'm not the oldest in the group. Just remember that.
Awesome Kid wanted the Grizzlies to beat us. Wanted the Grizzlies to win Game 6.
Well, of course, like
whoop that trick.
He's jealous of our team.
He's jealous of all our success.
You know, he also says that awesome fart is the worst corny name ever. That you need to up your game. He's like, awesome fart, so corny, John. Tell J Mouse to give me something more better.
I would say go to the Wu-Tang Clan name generator. You'll find a name. Mm-hmm. That still exists, shockingly.
Okay.
And the Euros.
Final round.
Every game in the Warriors Mavs series is at 6:00. Every game.
Anyway, it also looks like Giants Nation is doing an NBA stream, not a NFL stream.
He's gonna be raging online or something. Pull up, drink, headshot, drink.
Oh yeah, Tatum left the game in the fourth. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a terrible injury after Oladipo tried to take the ball away from him, and ended up with him suffering a terrible injury. Hopefully, he will still be back, or not. By the way, Tatum wasn't the reason why the Celtics were coming back anyway.
Your mic is kind of like cutting out.
Give me a second. Give me a second. What the hell?
You're good now. You're good.
Wait, hold up. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in. You get a pool full of liquor, then you dive in. Pull up, drink, headshot, drink, faded, drink, faded. Ba-ba-boo.
Oh, that drink.
Me wife?
What? Me wife? What?
Oh, I just realized I was talking while my microphone was muted.
Oh my goodness.
Sheesh. Anyway, as I was saying for like the last 3 minutes, the youngster just found out his age, that he finally fought a fighter better than him, and he learned a lesson of boxing.
You learned a lesson, young blood.
But both these fighters are young. Like, one is 22, the other one is 18. But it looks like it wasn't the fighter from Mexico who's 18. It wasn't his day. Looks like the Dominican Republic fighter. Yeah, I can't pronounce their names, but this was a good fight. They got to work on their more the defensive craft, and like more better footwork, because you just can't be throwing haymakers. That's how you get hurt. Yeah.
89 to 93. The Celtics are Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah, Boston.
Celtics are overrated. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Boston.
I hope they lose.
Yeah.
You know what, John Jay? I'm gonna let you say that.
The Celtics are trash.
Oh, the Celtics are trash. I thought you said Miami.
Yeah.
If Miami plays the Warriors, may the best team win.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's going to be a culture. It's going to be a tough series.
And J-Mouse, do not jinx the Warriors if we do play Miami.
I won't jinx them. I'm going to wait and see what happens, because I've learned my lesson from the last time.
I know, because I remember the last time the Mavericks were down 2-0 and they won 4 games in a row. It was against the Miami Heat. I'm sorry, dude. I had to say that.
Yeah.
So next week, I'm not buying the fight. $75. Gervonta Davis versus Rolly Romero.
Guys, it's 92 to 93 after a 26-point lead.
You can't rely on the three-pointer. You got to learn how to play inside basketball.
You got to drive in. You have to drive in.
They were driving in, and they were creating their own shots in the first half, and then they start pissing down their leg. Jaylen Brown's like, 30 points. Nobody been able to stop Marcus Smart since he came back after he literally broke his ankle.
Yeah,
And Max Strauss puts down the 3-pointer though.
And Tatum didn't have really the best.
Where
game.
was that in the third quarter, guys? I'm gonna call you guys
Anyway.
Davis. 2 minutes remaining. Crunch time is about to happen here in this game. Boston can come back. Aggressive defense. A lot of hand checking off Oladipo. And Jaylen Brown attempted pass over the contested shot, and it goes in as an out of bounds play by the Miami Heat.
I'm gonna mute my mic, so I'm gonna put
and
the
my
audio
alcoholism has increased.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
John, don't scream at me. 22 turnovers by the Boston Celtics. Kyle Lowry's with the ball. Can we close the gap a bit further? Sizes up. Pump fake. Strauss. Bam. Muscle through. Oh my God. Do not force the foul. Oh, the 2-pointer goes in. That's about 98-92. Adams back. Wasn't that serious after all if he's still playing. Fakes out. And the ball's loose. Hustle play. Lowry picks it up, but it's over to PJ Tucker and the collapse. The play has stopped. Seems to be still Miami's possession over the loose possession by the Celtics. That's 23 total turnovers by the Boston Celtics over Miami's only like 9. I just want to keep that as a number for people to focus on. Just saying, it's just me. Celtics are trash. John Jay said it, so there's evidence. PJ Tucker's on the line. And that's good. Wearing a pair of $15,000 kicks on the floor right now. Sadly,
$15,000 for shoes.
No, I'm serious. He actually wasted his money on that. He actually wasted money on shoes that cost, like, even shoes that probably Kanye West has worn, he probably owns. So think about that.
I'm sorry, like even if I had like big money, like a millionaire, I would not buy $15,000 shoes. I don't care who you are. You gotta be not in the right mindset.
Hey, I'll wear something that a basketball player wears, and that's technically it. I'll wear nice dress shoes. Anything below $200, I'll buy.
I'm sorry.
You can't tell me that something over. Oh, if something's a whole rent for New York, you don't buy something that's a whole rent for New York. Okay. $15,000. That's something to live off for a couple months in New York City.
I live nearby San Francisco. It is the most expensive city in the Bay Area, so I know what it's like to be poor. Because I think like 90% of the population in the city lives poor in San Francisco. Not everyone is rich. Everyone is.
Yeah, that's true.
There's always going to be some people that are financially misfortunate. Sometimes it isn't their fault. Some people, I think, are poor by themselves.
San Francisco, like I don't want to sound messed up, but San Francisco was not something to replicate. Like, because in the 80s, like, developers from New York said, "Hey, let's make San Francisco the New York of the West." It is stupid. So what happened in 1989? Mm-hmm. There was an earthquake. What did those developers? They went back to New York. You cannot build, structures like you do in New York. Because if an earthquake happens, that is not fun. I don't know if you guys have earthquakes in New York. I'm going to say no, but here in the West Coast, we get earthquakes on a frequent rate basis. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that sounds very difficult. The most we had, that was before I even moved. Mm-hmm. And then Hurricane Sandy happened, and that was a couple months ago. That's the most I ever suffered from a natural disaster. Don't worry, it wasn't that severe. But we only suffered a power outage for about like 3 weeks, and later on we were just moving home to home. Whoever had the most energy, That's the most we ever had like a detrimental way in life. Other than that, it's been good. It's been clean. Except I don't want to live in New York anymore. I don't know what to do after I graduate, but I want to find a cheap place, probably around Pennsylvania or Maryland. I have family up in Maryland, and I heard money living living conditions there are not that bad, and the pricing for homes is not that
I
bad.
don't like I don't talk economic, but there's a reason why Californians are moving to Arizona and Nevada. The taxes are really good, and people from New York are going to Florida, and some are going to Texas. Some Californians are going to Texas because, and that's one thing about the United States that people forget: we are not a country. We are 50 independent states, and if one state is doing great, you can move to that state. That's one thing people forget about America. But I'm not going to bore people with history class.
It's cool, bro. I passed history class.
So,
it's like we live in like 50 different worlds, excluding Canada.
Canada also has the Providence, like in the East, they speak more French. Those in the West speak more British English. So,
turnover picked up by Max Strauss, and the score 103 with under 42 with under 50 seconds remaining. Miami can still seal in this win with under a minute, near double digits. The and one by Max Strauss. He'll get on the line. After the failed inbound, Marcus Smart got a bit latent, and the hustle from Kyle Lowry picks up the ball and a chest pass over to Max Strauss. He'll get contacted off Jaylen Brown and get on the line. What a play. Miami's hopes of still winning game 3 is still alive. Will they get the visiting team upset on the Boston Celtics' first home game of the series? Or will I continue my alcoholism? You choose. I guess. I don't know. I'm still going to drink it. You're not going to stop me. Okay, I'm just eating ice, to be honest. This is still worse. It will still be bad for your teeth. Do not be consistently eating ice. It's just there to make your drinks colder. It's not there to ruin your teeth. Don't eat ice. I swear to God. 19 total steals with 24 total turnovers. The Boston Celtics obviously have many mistakes in this entire series. Even though they have closed in the gap to push this into a single-digit lead, they're down by 9 right now with under a minute remaining. Moving out the ball. Brown. 3! It's good from top of the key. Bars.
How much time is left in the game?
40 seconds.
Okay.
Eric Spoelstra, obviously looking like the OG of a 7-Eleven, but has been a champion head coach for the past, 13, 15 years he's been on the Miami Heat. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but don't forget, though, those early titles were given to him from LeBron James.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. We need good players to win championships. You would say the same thing with Steph Curry or how you got your last 2 championships with Kevin Durant. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You need good teams to win championships.
Number one, we didn't need Kevin Durant. We won one without Kevin Durant. It was an unfair.
It wasn't with injuries and
the
refs.
Problem,
you would have
the
won your
problem
first
is
one.
that our head coach was a nobody. Mark Jackson developed that team, but people don't want to. Anyway, you have to be a real Warrior fan to know that stuff.
But Mark Jackson was an established coach that time you guys had him.
He's the one who started like he's the one who started like the winning culture. And people don't talk about that.
We had Stan Van Gundy and then Pat Riley around the time.
And then he developed Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, so. people
Pat Riley was.
don't know. Some of our fan base they credit Steve Kerr. They said he gets some credit for the dynasty making, but
John Jay, how come you don't say Steve Kerr's son's name?
Mark Jackson developed the team before Steve Kerr.
Yeah, John Jay, say Steve Kerr's son's name. Say it. What's his son's name, John Jay? Inbound. Oh my god, I am lagging. I apologize. Oh wow, this is terrible. Should not be having this technical difficulties when it's crunch time. Under 40 seconds remaining. You think Brad Stevens is still going to find a job after his time in Boston? I forgot that he was the head coach. Full liquor, then you dive in. I mean, Brad Stevens, I don't think he had a losing season except 2015. Other than that, he's been the consistent regular season coach. He couldn't clutch it.
My bad. They were announcing the fighters. I always mute myself.
No problem. Oh yeah, holy shit! How many? Yeah, he just can't get it done in the conference finals.
Anyway,
Brad Stevens coached some very good Celtics teams at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Even his time with Isaiah Thomas, consistent 50 to over 45 winning seasons, except 2020.
Anyway, yeah, I think you were asking me a question about our head coach.
Oh, Brad Stevens. Like, how come people don't get on? I know Brad Stevens doesn't get on anybody's case because of his postseason success.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, before I muted myself, as I was saying, Mark Jackson led the Warriors to the first back-to-back since the early 90s, to the playoffs. We went to the second round. We lost to the Spurs, and we pushed the Clippers to a 7-game series. And what organization fires a coach who brought the Warriors back to the playoffs back-to-back season? Some dumb idiots, because they had a bit of a bias. So Curry was established as a star. Klay Thompson was established as a star. Draymond Green was a star. We drafted Harrison Barnes, who was a great player. We had Andrew Bogut. So he inherited a good team. So then when he got Kevin Durant, it wasn't even fair anymore. So when we had injured players, why wasn't Kerr able to have that same success? It really shows you that he needs stars to win titles. So that's why I've been very hard on Kerr as a real 49er fan since the age of 5. So, but Warrior fans, don't say that Kerr is the best coach, better than
guys. Just let him touch you. Just let him touch you. Get the numbers on the board so they can. Okay, I know they're trying to eat the clock, but come on.
Anyway, my bad.
It's cool. Other than that, we have 24 seconds left. The Celtics are down by 6.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you're right about your take about Mark Jackson, but I feel like he was more about setting out an all-around roster even in his last year coaching. Because let me look around his last time, he had 51 wins, 31 losses in the regular season. Kent Bazemore, Steve Blake, Andrew Bogut, Marshawn Brooks, Jordan Crawford, Dwayne Dedman, that's now in Miami. He's a veteran in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry. It seems to, and Jermaine O'Neal and Maurice Spates. I think a lot of Warriors fans.
Like basically Curry was becoming a star. Klay Thompson was still a role player. Andre Iguodala was still a quality, piece, but they didn't know that he was going to become a great defensive player. So he leaves, and Kerr comes in. You have all that talent on that team. We also drafted Harrison Barnes the following year. So like, what kind of coach walks into a situation where, like Harbaugh was a good example. Like Nolan and Single, had good players, but when he walked in there, he made the Niners become a way better team. He brought the right coaches, and boom, a team that was 6-10 the year before, we were 13-3 and one game away from the Super Bowl.
So you're saying like everything was just set it up so the better coach can make it a bit better.
I know, because like Mike Nolan, I was actually having an argument with one of my supporters on my channel earlier. He kept saying that Mike Nolan drafted, he just didn't know how to coach. Mike Singletary was not a head coach. He brought the discipline, but eventually he wore his welcome from the team, and the team started to like get sick and tired of the way he was treating the players. So Harbaugh goes in there. Harbaugh is a player's coach. So what happened? Alex Smith, who was a bust, became a game manager. That's why
Grant
Yeah.
Grant Williams getting in a bit of a kerfuffle with the referee right now. He could get a technical foul.
Yeah.
Get his bitch ass out of here.
Anyway.
And Victor Oladipo made a foul shot. Derek White has a forehead, man.
And this is the longest. This is the longest, like 20-something seconds.
Yeah. They're trying to foul so they can get the possession back. The NBA games always do this. So
I know. It's like, we're in the second round of this fight, and the second round.
This is game 3. This is the third round.
No, I'm talking about the boxing. It's already the second round.
Oh, okay.
This fight started when there was like 20 or 30 seconds, and now we're entering minute number 5.
Bounce pass. The dagger with the slam by Bam Bam. Not 109 to 100. 20 seconds remaining. Could be pointless. Just like a paraplegic asked to use his arms.
All right. So now, I will say this about Eric Spoelstra, the Miami head coach.
Yeah.
He's from the Pat Riley tree, so he's not a trash coach. I think I go a little bit. I forget that Pat Riley was so successful everywhere, so he's like a pupil. So he's not a bad coach. I think
Pat Riley, he just has a winning culture and he has a disciplined culture. He wants his team to look a certain way, behave a certain way, and try to be in the right condition so they can fit into the scheme because they want his athletes to stay athletes.
So
I think that's why. And now that's a 2-1 series. Bam Adebayo played out of his mind. But guys, we need to hold on a fucking lead for once.
All right. I'm going to head to Giants Nation stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for you guys coming into the stream.
No problem.
It gets lonely and I can't use copyrighted music. So
right,
that's 2-1. We'll see you guys Monday for the Heatwave yet again.
All right.
Here,
I'll stop by on Monday. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, John Jay.
Well, I'll see J Mouse tomorrow, and I'll see everybody because I'm not going to go because all they're going to be doing is just like drafting for like 5 hours, and I want to.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
but this is a very well done game. Let me go over the stats real quick before we close off. And yeah, what a game! But we need to hold on to leads a bit more longer here. This cannot be excused. Jimmy Butler went 8 points. Bam Adebayo went 31 with 1 block, 10 rebounds. Jimmy Butler, I don't know if he got hurt. His plus minus was 13. PJ Tucker went 5 for 10, 3 for 6. He had better shooting splits in game 1, going 2 for 2. The guy cannot be missing corner threes like that. Tyler Hero kept chucking over the ball. If it wasn't for Kyle Lowry being a major threat defensively, hustling out, pickpocketing, we gained 23 turnovers into the game. If it wasn't for a defensive hustle, this game would have went to the Celtics and they would have beat us by at least 5 points. But thanks to our determination, we got to score more. We shot when the ball was open to us and we took advantage. Max Struss kept us alive, and that's how we won game 3. Please do not let this mistake happen again when we play them again. I swear to God. But that's it coming from the Heatwave. Thanks for J Mouse and, of course, John Jay. Well, very educated boxing fan and 49ers fan. Shout out to him and his channel.
All right, man. You have a good night. I'm out.
You have a good night too, John Jay. And thank you for watching the DST show. That's it.